Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a process video for this wall hanging banner that I made as part of a summer swap with Tira. She has a really gorgeous Instagram, so I'll make sure to link that down below, and please go and give her a follow if you've got a moment. The paper I'm using today is the Tropicana paper pad by Trimcraft, and I got this from the range. It was around £4, so it's pretty inexpensive. The size for the actual banner is 6 inches wide by 7 inches tall, and here I'm just marking 1 inch up from the bottom on each side, and then the midpoint, which is at 3 inches, to help me create the banner shape at the bottom. I've cut it on my paper trimmer, but you can use scissors. I just used this because it was out in front of me, so I just line up both of the marks and cut to make the banner at the bottom. I am voicing over this video rather than voicing in real time, so I apologise for any difference in the audio or anything. I just can't chat and craft at the same time. I'm not sure why, it just doesn't work for me. So I folded that in half just to check that both sides were equal, and they are, so I've moved on to making the loops. I will be using the back side of the watermelon paper, which is just the colourful stripes, and the dimensions for these are 1.5 inches by 2 inches. As you can see, I just fold them in half and attach them to either side of the banner, and then I used washi tape to temporarily hold them there while I sewed across with my sewing machine to make a more permanent bond. There you go, you can see the stitching right along the top there. So also for this project off camera, I made a little shaker frame. The frame itself is from Pound World, and I just used a page protector behind it, sewed 3 sides, filled it with sequins and sewed across the top. I know there are plenty of videos out there, process videos and tutorials for things like this, but if you'd like to see a video from me, let me know and I'd be happy to film one for you. Now I'm just using a gold glitter doily from my stash. This one's from the works, and another strip of that paper, and I've just cut a banner at the end of that to just make it look a little bit more fancy really. I'm going to cut off the excess doily, and then I just grab out the frame and see where I want to position that on the project, and a few other bits from my stash that I think will work with the colour scheme I'm going for. A little tip for you here, I use the double-sided tape that I'm using to stick down the frame to also adhere the ends of the thread where I've used the sewing machine, just to hold them down so that they don't unravel. It just gives me peace of mind really. The tape I'm using here is from the works. The thick rolls are from the works. You get 4 of them for £1 I believe, and the thinner ones are from Hobbycraft. I consider using this ampersand ephemera, but I decide I don't like how it looks, so I stick with the Hey Sunshine. The Hey Sunshine is a cut apart from some snail mail that I was sent, so I'm not sure where that's from. And the label that I'm using now is an old summer collection. I can't remember what that's called, so I'll look in my stash, find out and put the name in the description box below for you. For the Hey Sunshine piece, I'm just putting foam tape on one side and then normal double-sided tape on the other, so that it will stand at the same level as the frame when I stick it down. I want something else on that right hand side, so I think, well, I stick down the shaker frame first. I use the red line tape from Hobbycraft. I think I cut in a moment because you don't really need to see me sticking down and peeling up loads of tape. Yep, there you go. So I just stick that down where I want it, and then go back to embellishing on that right hand side. So I definitely want the Hey Sunshine. I go for this xoxo piece. It's from the same collection as the label, so as I said, the info for that will be in the description box, as I don't have it here in front of me. I just sort of tuck it underneath the end of that banner there and use normal tape, to double-sided tape, to stick it down. I know I want something to put on that label, so I find this gold puffy sticker, #perfect. I try it in a few places and ultimately decide to put it in the first place I tried. So I apologise, you have to watch me mess around with that for a bit. I'm just not sure where to place it for a while, and then I try the bow as well. I think the bow might look right there. I decide I don't like it. I throw a few other pieces on and off. I'm very indecisive when it comes to embellishing. I don't know if you guys are. Let me know in the comments below how quickly or slowly you embellish things. I just can't seem to make a decision and stick with it. I'm never sure what option to go for, so as I said, the perfect goes in the first place I tried, typical, and I decide that that red bow will go on top of the Hey Sunshine piece. I stick down the Hey Sunshine. It does cover up the hashtag on that hashtag perfect, but I'm not really bothered about that. You can see the word and that's what matters to me. I still really want something to go on that label above the word. I try loads of options here, so you'll see me go through a few sticker sheets, and ultimately I settle on, I don't think I settle on anything yet. I go for the bow on top of the Hey Sunshine. I decide to stick that down while I'm having to think about what to put on the label. I really like that bow. That came in some snail mail, so I'm not sure where it's from, sorry, but I just think it adds a bit of different texture to the layout. So finally I've decided to use these shape sprinkles on that label. I used one of the palm trees and one of the flamingos. These are from AliExpress and they were, I think, around £1.20, so very inexpensive compared to other places. So I'll make sure to leave a link for those down below if they're still available. I used some of the enamel dots from this sheet as well on both of the clusters, and then I used some puffy hearts from a Rosie Studio sticker set that was sent to me by one of my pen pals from New Zealand. I toy around with putting one on the bow and decide instead to just make an embellishment cluster at the top there. I think that looks better. Now I'm choosing which straw to use to go through the loops. I choose the gold one because I think the other one is, there's too much pattern going on already, so I go for the plain one. I just slide it through like so. And then I'm looking and I think I want to add a tassel, but I'm not sure where, like what colours to use, etc. at the moment, so I just put the twine through instead. This is just some red and white twine that I got from Amazon. I just thread it through from one end until it comes out the other, grab both pieces, pull them together and tie a knot in the end. Once the knot is tied, I pull on the string and just sort of hide the knot in the straw. This is just personal preference, I just think it looks a bit smarter that you can't see the join, but that's totally up to you. Now I grab my tassel again, I get out some more. I think I get out a yellow one now. Yep, and I can't decide whether to use the yellow or the red, so in the end I decide they'll look cute as a pair on the edge there. Then I get out these gems. These are from the range as well. They are £1 a sheet, and I use the orange ones, one in each cluster, the white ones, one in each cluster, and then I add some of the little silver gems as well. I do toy with the idea of adding one of the little gems to the centre of the bow, but I decide that I don't really like how that looks and I decide to put it on the xoxo instead. And I think that came out super cute. So I just untie the string and add the tassels and then tie it up again, and like I said, hide the knot inside the straw. That's just personal preference. Again, you don't have to do that, I just like the way it looks. So thank you so much for watching. I think I'm nearly done now. That's the end of the project. Please make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon to be notified when I post more crafty videos. Thank you. Bye!